Você, você, você. Você, você, você.
2024 is almost upon us. It is coming. It is coming fast. Even I am sitting here and going, oh my goodness. Christmas is just around the table, like days away. And then right after that, the new year. And that will take us to 2024. Huh. Take a moment and breathe. Inhale, hold, release, because it's going to be one heck of a year. If you have been paying attention, if you have been paying close and just looking around you at the change that is coming. For me, 2024, and no, we are not predicting. I'm not predicting. I am talking about a year that I believe will be a defining one for the world, will be a defining one for each of the global areas, will be a defining one for North America, where I reside. 2024, a defining year, is what this episode is about. And it will be a surprise for many, especially those that have probably ignored the sense of change that has been upon us for some time now. It will probably not even unfold exactly the ways those paying attention are going to think. It's going to come at us in a different way. But at the end of the day, things will change economically, socially, in the working world. It will change for many. And some people will be blindsided and some won't be. That's what we're talking about now. But I, for one, believe it will be a significantly transformational year in history. And what could that mean, right? What could that possibly mean? In when we look at the world itself and things that will be going on, for one, 2024 is going to hold two major political changeovers. There will be the presidential election in the United States that happens in November of 2024. There will also be changes in the European Parliament due to elections also occurring. They have their elections every 5 years, and the last one was held in 2019. So 2024 is going to be where that comes around. And between just those two global powers, how things change there will be significant going forward. So those are two things that we can see from an election point of view in terms of the world. On top of that, we have other dynamic things happening. We have wars, right? Some of the wars going on in the world. Israel, you've heard people talking about it. And I'm not, not a war person, but the war, usually when there's significant change, is on the backs of certain wars. So we have two areas that are warring, that are constantly in the media, and they will have a bearing on 2024. On top of that, we're also going through um, a paradigm shift of economic. World banks have, started to prepare different things, blockchain, crypto, all these things are starting to happen. I'm not here to talk about those specifically, but they will have implications on us. Inflation continues to rise. I talked about that in another podcast. People are struggling to make ends meet. What will that mean for local economies? Um, you know, to what degree they're talking about universal basic incomes. All these things will have a bearing on all of us. And then we have AI. AI is another thing that keeps just going. There's no stopping this. The focus is on getting AI anywhere it can be, automating wherever it can happen, and there will be loss of jobs. And we've already started to see that happening. To what degree that will accelerate, who knows? Some of the laws are being passed left, right, and center. And I for one, are questioning even the democratic approach to passing laws anymore, because they just appear and suddenly you're beholden to these laws and you're going, how did they get passed? So all of these things are going to come out. We are having ethical thoughts about AI. There's just so much. We're talking about the car industry changing, right? We're talking seeing innovation in vehicles. We're seeing innovation in energy. Um, we're seeing innovation in computing. We're seeing innovation in businesses. So how does this all translate? We already went through a major shift post-COVID in our consciousness, in what we are striving for and what we want. So all these things are going to have and start coming into bigger focus in 2024. People don't want to go into work, into a building. They now know they can work quite efficiently from remote. So we're seeing 3-day work weeks, 4-day work weeks. That's being pushed. Like all of this is a culmination of change. Even education is being challenged. We're looking at going back to on the job training, or a less emphasis on paperwork, that you have a degree. Not that we're saying don't go to school, but these things are starting to be questioned, right? Are degrees better than certificate of that nature? And, as I said, the political environment is crazy. And the monetary systems with crypto, as I said earlier, is also undergoing a change. Focus in technology on security, on systems engineering. All of these things are coming out. So we are about to go through what I think 2024 will be a pivotal year for that. And how we blend all of these changes with our up-leveled consciousness is going to be interesting. Young people care about the environment. Young people care about each other. Young people don't care about politics and voting and all of these things. Young people don't care about working just to work. So when you come to all of this, and they will eventually be our leaders, 2024 will be one of those pivotal years. But as I always say, and I always say I'm having a you conversation, and I truly believe that the way the world changes will depend on each of us as individuals to first change ourselves, to work on ourselves, to up-level ourselves, to continue to up-level our consciousness, and to become thought leaders, and to raise our bar in what we deem to be personal excellence translated into career excellence or professional excellence. And how do we make those transitions? How do we do that? Is yet to be determined, but it starts with each of us as individuals. It really does. And how we face that, and how we come together collectively as community to support each other in that work is going to be paramount.
If you're looking to advertise with Jenn Drakes, send us an email at jen@youareworthmore.co. Or you can help us by addressing the things that you face by sending us some inclusivity topic ideas.
These, as I said, are just my thoughts on what I'm seeing. I think people are asking for something different and they don't know quite what that is. Some might know, they don't quite know what that is. And we are in the mix of trying to figure that out. And I think 2024 will be a huge catalyst to help figure that out and for the years to come. So that's the defining year. 2024 will be a defining year for all of us. I myself, in my usual fashion, I look forward to the new year. I look forward to the changes, and I look forward to embracing a world that has different priorities and have different goals and objectives, one of which is to come together in a community way to further and foster a positive movement forward on this earth for the environment, for the animals and the humans that live on this planet, for the air, for all the elements, for nature, all of that, for the waters, cleaning that up. Innovation is out there that can help us with this. And I am hoping that we all are able to pave our journey, get support in the way we need to get support, and to foster who we become in 2024, to foster what we truly believe in 2024, to foster our priorities in 2024, and to really be goal setting for amazing things for everyone coming out of 2024. So those are my thoughts. As always, I'm interested to know your thoughts and what you think 2024 would be. So respond, and if you love the podcast, share it, extend it, all of those things. Always interested to know and to share and to just hear the different aspects of things. In summary, when we start to look at 2024, and this is the time to look at 2024, we need to consider the economy, technology, security across the globe, the environment, and it's always been there in our considerations, but I think it becomes even more prevalent and important at this time. We need to consider society, community, all of these things. We need to, and we need to consider relationships and ourselves in that to arrive at our own perspective of what 2024 could be. And one of the things that I always indicate is I spend a whole fall really looking at back. I reflect on the year past, so 2023, and I then think about 2024 or the year coming. And at this time, and we're almost at the end of the year, is when I would ask, do you know what you are aspiring for yourself in 2024? What you aim to achieve, what intentions you have for yourself in 2024? This is the time to know it, to do it, and even start to action it before the year ends so that you are in a groove, you're in a momentum starting out 2024. Those are the things that you need to look at. One of the other things that I do, and I speak to it every year, is to look at what the new Chinese New Year will be, what animal, all of that. I do look at that. So on that front, let me call that out. So on February 10th of 2024, we will move from the year of the rabbit, which we're in now, to the year of the dragon. And more specifically, it is the wood dragon that we will be going into. And it will run till January 28th of 2025. So start to look at what that is to see what can we expect in the year of the dragon. And I do this every year. I love following the Chinese horoscope. I love to know what animal the year will be. And I like to just play around and have fun at the beginning of the year to say, what are the characteristics of it and what can we expect and things like that. So have fun with that, because that's something else to look into for 2024. So with that, you have been listening to an Arrays of Living podcast episode. And remember, we grow by you sharing the love. So please share and recommend this podcast to your friends and family. Have an amazing holiday season. Roll into the end of the year with gumption and with your goals and your aspirations and positive thinking, no negative thinking, positive thinking, and wishing you all the best as we look to wrap up what has been, if nothing less, an interesting year.
Welcome back everyone to Arrays of Living. Make sure to follow Jenn Drakes on all social media platforms so you don't miss out on the next episode. Also, join our Catalytic Club Discord. Merry Christmas to everyone, and with this year coming to an end, we would like to wish you all a Happy New Year.